On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
I know how dudes are. I know how I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying in a general sense. Like if they expecting to pay just like to get pussy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know Kay don't like that word, so she looking in the air, but
that's how it goes. And it kind of, it falls. It makes dating here very difficult. Like
No,
you
I'm
can't.
asking you, Darnell, how do you navigate that? Because you know what I'm saying, and paymasters is one thing, and then as a stand-up dude, you got to navigate that landscape.
Well, yeah, we've been knowing each other for a minute, and you see how I treat my woman and everything. I try to make my woman feel comfortable in her femininity at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not touching the trash. You're not pumping your gas. You're not. I'm like you. My birthday, the only time she allowed to pick up a check.
you know what I'm saying? I don't care what the cadence is and none of that. If we're together, you walk on the inside of the street, you don't touch a check, you know what I'm saying? Like you just move a certain type of way around me. And in my opinion, it puts women in a space to where they can start to lean more into their femininity and start to have more fun. They're not worried about the cadence. They're not worried about, you know what I'm saying, all that other type of stuff. They more worried about just having a good time and enjoying the thing instead of having different things in their mindset of how they need to move or how they need to act around you. You got to teach women how to be around you. You got to groom them to move a certain type of way so that they can be like the best representation of what y'all are when y'all together. You don't, and they don't know, and it's okay because Q didn't know, but she know now.
I think any man that is asking a woman out and you're expecting her to pay, you shouldn't be on no date anyway. Like, what are you doing?
Right
Like, what are you doing? I'm not reaching for a check. I'm not. However, I have paid for things when I've been in relationships, but even trying to do that was like pulling teeth. It's like, what are you doing? No, I got it. Like, my ex would never let me pay for stuff. But it was just, for me, it was like I would have to do little things, like little surprise gifts I would have to bring home in order to pay for things. Because other than that, it was, what are you doing? Like, I'm the man. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not reaching for no check on no first date trying to prove to you that I'm not some broke bitch. I'm not doing that.
But what if you ask that person out? What if you ask your boyfriend, hey, I got a date planned for you. I want to take you out to eat.
They said it's the first date.
Still pays.
No, I'm just asking a different question.
Oh,
like,
okay.
She brought up her man and stuff like that.
He still pays. It's like pulling teeth. That's why I said I would have to do little things on the side, surprise him, come home with some type of surprise for him, something that I maybe saw him eyeballing or something. Like, I would have to come home with surprises. But when we're together, no, you not. Listen, I had a man tell me, it is my job to always make sure that you straight. When you with me, you're never going to have to go into your pocket. Like, if I don't know what's going on with you as your man, like, I'm not your man then.
So that doesn't mean you can't treat your man to a nice date. When he's your man, you definitely can do stuff like that. His birthday, y'all anniversary, you know what I mean? But on a first date, that's setting the precedence for the relationship. And I do not think that you should offer to pay. I think it actually turns it like you create like a competitive energy when you try to do that. And I don't think that that's good. I also think there's other ways that you can contribute if you want to. Like, I was just thinking about somebody that I was dealing with that came in town, and we were driving my car. I was driving. So I took care of the valets all night. We would pull up. Valet was $20 basically everywhere we went. We went to like a couple different places, and I would just take care of it already because he was spending like hundreds of dollars at each place that we went. And I keep cash in my petty cash in my car. And, I just took care of the valet. Like, if you like little things like that, but me reaching for the check at a table, oh, that's absolutely not happening. I'm literally not even paying attention to the check. I don't know how much it was. I don't want to know. I'm on my phone looking at my pictures of the food.
Kayla, did he have to pay the valet back?
No, the valet was only $20.
No, he was trying to be slick.
Wow, Willa, you trying to be funny? Is that what we do? Is that what we doing? You trying to be funny? No, he didn't pay me back for the valet. It was only $20.
No, I'm asking if
I
y'all
thought it
went
was
to
like
five spots, but
$60.
that'd be $100. That would be $100.
But sometimes
No, it was like
it's hard
60.
it's
It
hard
was
to
like
do
60 because we went
things
to 4
for
different places, and the valet I think was 20 at 2 of them and 10 at 2 others or something like that. But yeah, I mean it's valet. It's $20.
sometimes it's hard to do things for a man because he don't like my ex would not let me pay for anything. Even when I try, it's like the look of death. Like, what are you doing? So that's why I said I would have to do little things, surprises, bring gifts home, because that's the only way I wouldn't get any pushback. But if we were physically together and I'm trying to pay for something, he's like, what are you doing?
Hey,
Like
Darnell,
the only time
can I? Hey, listen, bro. Listen, let me ask you something. Because for where you at, you caught between, men who are men who would, pay regardless, and they stand up gentlemen. But then you also got paymasters out there.
hey man,
What does
that's
that
why
mean?
that a paymaster. See, he was in Atlanta for a long time. See, a paymaster is these brothers that they just paying for everything, and they
They
thinking
leave
that
with their
putting their
wallet.
money out is going, garner her affection and love. They mess the game up for real men. Basically, they paying their way. You know what I'm saying? That's a paymaster. Anything she want is in the hand. So, and a lot of women in return in Atlanta, when they've dealt with paymasters, if they, like I said, if that woman reached for a check with me, she's sending the message to me that, you know what I'm saying, I don't owe you nothing. Like you're not gonna get nothing, because that's what they used to the paymasters doing. A paymaster keep paying everything out and expect the women to sleep with them after that. So you get what I'm saying? Now I'm hoping that
I
what I said
mean,
makes sense.
but it seemed like they
But
should be expecting for her to sleep with him regardless. Like the
but
paying is
it's
just
different.
hey,
It's
like if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. Like I was expecting to get it anyway. That ain't got
yeah,
nothing to
but
do
it's
with whether I'm paying for it or not.
like Rilla lived here. He knows it's created a different dating
No. I'm
culture
not.
here.
I'm not
It's not.
disagreeing with you. I know how dudes are. I know how. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying in a general sense. Like if they expecting to pay just like to get pussy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know Kay don't like that word, so she looking in the air, but
But that's how it goes. And it kind of,
Let's go.
it foils it. It makes dating here very difficult. Like
No,
you
I'm
can't.
asking you, Darnell, how do you navigate that? Because what I'm saying, and paymasters is one thing, and then as a stand-up dude, you got to navigate that landscape.
Well, yeah, we've been knowing each other for a minute, and you see how I post about how I treat my woman and everything. I try to make my woman feel comfortable in her femininity at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not touching the trash. You're not pumping your gas. You're not. And like you, my birthday, the only time she allowed to pick up a check.